you doing? My name is Baiju Solanki, and this is a quick testimonial for my friend Chris Payne. I met Chris Payne a few months ago at a networking meeting. We shook hands, met him as you do at a networking meeting, and there was a scenario where there were some people giving some presentations. And what really struck me is his incisive feedback about this presentation and how he would, how this person could restructure it and get their point across. And just something struck a chord with me in terms of how he said it, so precise, got to the point, no fluff, no fannel. And although I hadn't spoken to him at length before that, it seemed that it come from a lot of experience. So yeah, we had a further chat, we had a couple of chats on the phone about his work and what he does, and quickly realised that this man knows what to do in relation to productizing your knowledge. You know, someone who's created a system that's generated over $3 million of sales knows a thing or two about how to create products and more importantly sell them. He's worked for some massive names, Paul McKenna, Michael Gerber, to name but a few. But if you just look at his website, you can see all the other people he's worked with. But as a result of those meetings, yeah, I decided, you know what, it's time for me to really start upping my game and producing products, and started working with Chris. At our first meeting, it was quite... and I was expecting to really get into the nitty-gritty and sort of recording the stuff and producing the material, but no, he was very precise about, well, who's the market, who do you want to target, what kind of products do you want to produce, and what do you want out of the product. So it was really good in terms of getting the structure, the overview, and by the end of the first meeting, I had an idea of what products I was going to produce, who the market is for, the pricing structure, and an idea of how to actually create the product, which is really simple. And then the second meeting, we actually got down to the nitty gritty. We worked out all the mind maps, we started creating the products, and we got to the point where the sales copy is virtually done. We know exactly what bonus is. You know, that's the whole thing about creating products. You know, so focused on creating the actual product, you know that a lot of the time is the bonuses that make the difference. And it was so simple how we came up with a couple of bonuses that were that would enhance the product. So that was really good. And yeah, so if you're someone that wants to monetize your knowledge, you know, you've got all this stuff up there, and you think, you know what, I'm just not benefiting from this. I'm not benefiting from the value from it. Then speak to Chris. Chris is a master. You know, he doesn't just talk. He's actually done it. Just go on his website. You know, the effort-free life system tools thing that he created was fantastic. And yeah, so I highly recommend you speak with Chris and drop a note with him because he's helped me produce some products and you know, looking to get some really great results and create some really good results. So yeah, so speak to Chris if you want to monetize your knowledge. There's lots of people out there who do the same thing, but before you speak to anyone, speak to Chris, understand where he's coming from, and I'm sure that you won't regret meeting him and work with him to try and get your knowledge out there and monetize the skills and knowledge you have. Thank you.